Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now, with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Ninja White Ranger, and here we go. So basically we have a nice picture of Tommy. We also have the figure itself, 2 hands, 2 heads, and the effect that goes on his foot. Then obviously we have Tommy there. Tommy looking really evil and like definitely Ninja Brian vibes right there. And then obviously there's that side there. At the top is normal, and at the bottom is the barcode and stuff like that. There have been some problems with this Ranger, which I will be making a video on later on and stuff like that, giving my thoughts. But for now, if you want to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop, as well as maybe pick up some merchandise for yourself. And with that, we're going to jump straight into it. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And here we go. This is what you get, so you can see it a bit more clearly. Figure, heads, effect, hands. And here he is. This is the White Ranger. It's not too bad. The figure looks kind of okay. It's got the same body and mold as all the others. So I always think that Hasbro like, haha, finally an entire series we can make more of, and they won't notice, you know, just a slightly repaint of them all. So you could think of them as variants. So we have, if we see here, we have the Falcon emblem on there that looks spot on. It's painted. I thought it was kind of etched in, but it is painted on there, which is fine. And then you can see like the eyes on this, like they don't look too bad for what I can see. Like they don't look menacing like I've seen with the other two. So I like it. The gold does kind of go into other parts of the figure, but we can kind of see it. It's not major, but it's kind of sloppy, which I don't like. I do like the black stuff on his arms here. I think these do kind of work really, really well. And I love seeing the black and the gold trim. I love it. And I also love the fact that Tommy has also got the black belt where all the others are white. So obviously that symbolizes that Tommy is a black belt, and I think that's kind of like awesome. So it'd been cool if they did them all with their colored sashes, I think, but obviously it would blend in way too much. But I do kind of like it. So yeah, let's have a look at the rest of them. The bottom part again is very similar to the rest. We've got the black diamonds there, and then obviously they're on side. I do kind of like them. It does look really nice with this figure. I just kind of wish the feet were slightly more kind of what Ninja were. Like, I think that would be kind of nice. I think that would suit it a tiny bit more, especially just as redesigned on this, because I think you do see it in the TV show. On the back, you get some more detail where obviously the laces would be. It would be kind of cool if they were painted, but I don't know if it's like that in the series. So it's very kind of cool. Now this is the back part where I think it looks to me a little bit messy. There is some gold around here, which I wasn't a big fan of, but I do like the fact that it all looks pretty cool. It all looks exactly the same as the others. It does work well. You can see that there is detail kind of, I don't know if there's more detail, but if there's the same body, they wouldn't have added more to it. Yeah, no, it is exactly the same, because here you can see there's like the little pinch where the material is. So every single Ranger has had their body like being reused in this. The heads here, like the black diamonds you can see, and then there and there, they do kind of work in really, really well. Back of the head, you can see here is the bands, which is absolutely fine. And there we go, yeah, some ruffling around where it would be. Looking at the articulation of the figure, now the feet are a lot, like the others were really smooth. This feels like they've just gone back to the original way. Like, it also feels like the paint hadn't dried properly around the knee, which I don't like, but it's just a lot harder to bend them. And it does feel like every single time I'm pushing way too much. I don't want it to be like it's gonna snap. I really don't like that. I'm having trouble kind of at least bending that one. I feel like they need to loosen the joints a little bit, not make them as stiff as anything, because that really, like even that, just sticking that really worried me then. Legs go around, like this figure is completely stiff, but yeah, again, the leg instantly loosens up, which I think is a major big problem. Now, very similar, you can't really move the Rangers. I think it needs to click, but now, I don't know if you can see that, but now it feels like the figure is loosening up. Everything in this, like that one was fine, but it just feels like everything is so tight on the figure that you can't really do much. Like even the hands, like I'm starting to get really kind of frustrated the fact that these figures, how much they're costing, could easily break or they're not being looked into properly. Even when you do that, yeah, it just feels very, very stiff, which is not a good thing. And then obviously head does turn around if you want it to, like so, and then there we go. Oh, did he say it just in case? But you can see the head does turn around. Now it feels like it's a lot more better, but there we go. Looking at all the accessories, you get a different head, which looks fine. I don't think it looks like Jason David Frank, or at least Tommy. Maybe at like, say, a set side like that, but when looking full on, it doesn't. I don't think it looks like him. One of the other ones you get is this one, which is basically, I think I kind of really like these ones more. Like, as much as I like the original heads, I much prefer this particular style. You also get the hood, which is very, very simple. It's not really much worth looking at. You have the lightning effect, which then goes on his foot rather than anything else. And then you have two hands here and here. So yeah, that's all you get with this figure. The last part we've got to look at is basically removing the head and then swapping them over. For the heads to be redone and then make it really hard to kind of do, it's kind of annoying. So we put the new one on. Is it that way? No, it's that one. And then let's put on my favorite head. Ugh. I like the head, but I find trying to put them on really difficult, and you really have to force the head in there. And I feel like it could easily be like broken, or it could easily snap at any point. But even just looking at it, again, that looks a lot better than most. I much prefer this than, like, say, the other head. I think it just looks a lot cooler to me. So let's try the next one. And there we have the Tommy head. If that one was a lot easier, but I do feel that could have been like 10 times easier to put on. I do feel like because you've got the back of this, they could actually not scratch the paint, but it's a lot harder. Like, you'd have to really force it on there and not have your fingers near here to put the head on. But adding a little bit more to this, it looks fine, but it looks a lot better than most. So yeah, don't mind this one, but I think the head could easily be a little bit better to put on. And there is Tommy the White Ranger. Now, I do kind of feel like this figure is really kind of hard to pose. And for the money again paid, I think this was slightly cheaper. I think either 27 or 28 pounds, or 27.99 or 28.99, where I feel like this figure looks cool, but it's not worth it in my eyes. Like, if you're a big diehard Mighty Morphin fan, cool, I would definitely get this. If you're trying to collect the entire range like myself as well, then yeah, go for it. But if you're kind of a casual collector and you're only picking one up, I probably wouldn't pick this one up. Not because it's Tommy, but just the way that the figure is, the way that it works, the way that it feels. I just don't think it's worth the money, because I think the joints are way too hard. I feel like even when you do pose them a little bit, that they go all kind of soft. I just don't feel like this is a great figure to kind of have. Posing wise, probably looks really cool and such like that, but I just feel like there's so much limitations to this, which I don't particularly like. But I generally thought that I would review it, see what you guys think, and give my thoughts on it, and I'm gonna leave it there. What do you think? Are you gonna pick this up? Are you going to leave it? What do you reckon? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell. And also, why not pick up some merch for yourself to help the channel grow? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとう。チャンネル登録、高評価お願い。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができるよ。